send a voice note of 1 minute or less. I won't be able to take your WhatsApp calls for now. Sincere apologies for that. You can only take online calls via Skype for now. Sorry about that. Okay, front page of today's Vanguard. U.S. court order on Tinubu. The argument, debate, let me say, at 6 o'clock hours, should Nigerians really be concerned or be... Yeah. Should Nigerians be concerned about this? Should Nigerians be involved in this? Something that will bring anything, or is it just social media jamboree trend that people are jumping on? I think three listeners who participated in the program who said there is nothing that Nigerians will do with this information. What do you think? But the Vanguard goes with this story as a big story on the front page. U.S. court order on Tinubu. Nothing new in FBI, DEA records on drug case presidency. And yesterday, presidential spokesman Bayo Danga put out a tweet saying there is nothing new to be revealed. There is nothing new to be revealed. All right. So what do you think about that? U.S. court order on Tinubu. Nothing new in FBI, DEA records on drug case presidency. Says court didn't indict president. All right. For those of you who are wondering, what about the CIA records? Well, the court and even the applicants agreed that the CIA's global response, which is something they came up with, where an agency can reply to an FOIA, that's a Freedom of Information Act request in the United States of America, where they refuse to confirm or deny the existence of such a record. It's called global response, and whilst they don't have a statutory backing in the laws of the United States, the CIA created this form of Freedom of Information Act determination by itself in a case called Philippi versus CIA, where they refused to confirm or deny the CIA's ties to a submarine retrieval ship called the Glomar Explorer. Okay, so that's something you can check out online. It's all over the internet. All right, so that's that. What is Bayo Nanuga saying? Let's go quickly to... Can't find the particular page. What happened to today's Vanguard? Okay, we'll leave it at that. I'll look for the page. And more from the paper. Tariff, economic instability, job losses, forex inflow, loom, Nasima. All right. Tariff, I'm sure you're talking about the U.S. tariff or Donald Trump's tariff or tariffs. Economic instability, job losses, forex inflow, loom. Nasima, FG needs to turn adversity to opportunity. Adopt viable, affordable, homegrown democracy. NPA should forget 15% fee hike. Man, that's Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Army decries poor Igbo youth enlistment in military service. Army decries poor Igbo youth enlistment in military service. What do you think about that? 2027, Tinubu moves to halt APC's members' defection from CPC bloc. Sources. Sharika slams NBC for banning Idris Abdul Karim's song. Palm Sunday, Khan condemns Plateau killings, demands justice. PDP governors meet over Fubara as Tompolo reassures of his return. That's Fubara's return. And of course, a very sad one over the weekend. Chairman Chukwu, Christian Chukwu, passing on sadly. And this is what the Vanguard says: exit of a field marshal. Exit of a field marshal. It's a sad one. May so rest in peace. He wasn't the only Super Eagles or ex-Green Eagles that died. There's another striker, I think. Is his name Bassi? I'm trying to get the name. I'm sorry. I have to get it out. He's not as popular, these days. But to that generation, when Nigeria won its first Nations Cup, he was popular. All right. 020127709993, please call. And of course, the other numbers advertised. Would like to hear from you. All right. So this is what the Vanguard says about the FBI case. A United States District Court in Columbia has ordered the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the Drug Enforcement Agency Administration, DEA, to release records relating to the criminal investigation of President Bola Tinubu over alleged drug trafficking. Now, they're not investigating him while he was his president, but he's president now. So that's why they're saying President Bola Tinubu. Judge Beryl Howell, in a ruling dated April 8th, which can be found on the court's website. It's not 1 week waiting for CTC. Don't mind me, I'm just playing. Directed both agencies to search for and process non-exempt records tied to Freedom of Information Act. Non-exempt. Underline that, non-exempt. Tied to Freedom of Information Act requests filed by American researcher Aaron Greenspan. But the presidency, in a swift reaction, it's Nigerian presidency now, says the U.S. court didn't indict the president, adding that he was not also investigated by the criminal agency. Blah, blah, blah. Greenspan, founder of legal transparency platform Plainsight, had submitted 12 FOIA requests between 2022 and 2023, so in the heat of the election period, seeking information on a Chicago drug ring. It sounds like all these movies, right? Chicago drug ring that operated in the early 1990s. His request included records of Tinubu and 3 others, including Lee Andrew Edwards, Muiz Adegboyega Akande, and Abiodun Agbele. The FBI and DEA had previously issued global responses, like we just talked about, a refusal to confirm or deny the existence of requested records, but the court ruled that such responses were improper in this case. It says the FBI and DEA have now been ordered to conduct a search and release non-exempt materials. Non-exempt, I repeat. While the parties are to report back to the court on the case's status by May 2, 2025. It's so simple, straight. There are no parties to go and say, the court did not say we should release. This is who won. No. It's as clear as the deep blue sky. There is no ambiguity here. There's no setting them into confusion here. Each judgment is as clear as, and it's even saying report back to us. Report back to us. Is that not amazing? All right, what else? The judgment read, quote, the FBI and DEA have both officially confirmed investigations of Tinubu relating to the drug trafficking ring. Let me read the judgment again. The FBI and DEA have both officially confirmed investigations of Tinubu relating to the drug trafficking ring. Any privacy interests implicated by the FOIA requests to the FBI and DEA for records about Tinubu are overcome by the public interest in release of such information, since the FBI and DEA have provided no information to establish that a cognizable privacy interest exists in keeping secret the fact that Tinubu was a subject of criminal investigation. So they're saying there's no excuse, nothing you can come to tell us that has convinced the court that you should not be made to release these documents. All right? Maybe privacy, to the privacy of the people who are involved in this case, that there's nothing here that will implicate their privacy. That's what it's saying. That the public interest is more than the interest of the individuals whose privacy may be affected. That's what they ought to convince the court, and the judge ruled in that. It says, they have failed to meet their burden to sustain their global responses and provide an additional reason why these responses must be lifted. So they were saying we cannot confirm or deny. They joined CIA, but they didn't get away with it in that regard. What is this saying? The court upheld the global response after Greenspan considered that the agency had acknowledged the existence of responsive records. That should be for the CIA. I think the Vanguard missed something here. The CIA was the one whose global response was upheld, I believe. Okay, so that's that. Now, reacting to this, yesterday, the presidency said the reports did not indict President Bola Tinubu. Special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, told Vanguard that there was nothing new that was revealed in the said reports. Nothing new. He said the reports had been in public space for more than 30 years, noting that the president was not investigated by the FBI. There's nothing new to be revealed here. The report by Agent Moss of the FBI and the DEA have been in the public space for more than 30 years. The reports did not indict the Nigerian leader. That's what the presidency is saying. All right, let's leave it at that. More stories here. The Guardian has the following on its front page. 2027 ADP admits gang up to unseat Tinubu as Uzodinma dismisses coalition. ADP. Nothing new to reveal. Presidency dismisses U.S. court on Tinubu's drug case. Ndume raises alarm over renewed Boko Haram attacks in Borno, seizure of local government areas. All right. He's a member of the APC, remember. Labour laments high cost of living, braces for wage renegotiation. Labour, which Labour? Oh, NLC and TUC. Oh, Labour laments high cost of living, braces for wage renegotiation. Oh man, you can't make this stuff up. More from the paper. Huriwa condemns systematic dismantling of democratic structures in rivers. Huriwa condemns systematic dismantling of democratic structures in rivers. UN Chief Sanusi, others to remember Chibok girls in London. I hope you've not forgotten about Chibok and Dapchi girls. Labour leaders allege federal government's exploitation. Petition ILO UN. Which Labour leaders are we talking about here? Code of Conduct Bureau to check corruption with e-assets declaration system. Jaga faults varsities over a rush of honorary awards to unworthy characters. Right. The Nation has the following on its front page. No new revelation by FBI on Tinubu says presidency. No new revelation by FBI on Tinubu says presidency. Okay. Maybe people are saying the old one, that they should bring it out. That's the one we want to see. But nothing to worry over U.S. court order on president. Ogala, matter old, settled. It's an old matter. Guys, do you guys agree? House of Reps panel for oversight in River State. Okay. National assets audit to unlock 65 trillion naira. Fiscal reform steps up. 700 megawatt boost for national grid. How much will it cost us to pay? Reconstruction of 777 billion naira Abuja Kaduna Kano Road begins. Trump tariff may be a blessing. Okay. China asks US to end tariffs. Russia missiles kill 30 in Ukraine. Pope Francis opens Holy Week. Christians mark Palm Sunday. Trump envoy conveys stronger U.S. interest at Paris meeting with president. Let me open this one. When they said it's working visit, you guys don't believe. Wait, where is that story? It's not here. The Nation says page 43, right? I've gone to page, I can't see it. Where is that story now? Maybe somewhere else. I can't find it. I'll look for it online. The Nation has taken out that story. Or is it page 42? No. Page 41? No. Trump envoy conveys stronger U.S. interest at Paris meeting with president. All right. Anyway, from today's Daily Trust. Why U.S. court ordered release of Tinubu probe report? Nothing new to be revealed. Presidency. Ruling amenable to appeal. Lawyers. What are you appealing now? There's nothing new there. Our food worse than dogs. Inmates. They're starving to death. FG panel. It's an exaggeration. Nigerian Correctional Services. Reminds me of Zulum versus Information Minister. Oh, they're taking over our local governments. Hey, it's not true. We're winning the war against insecurity in Borno State. Our food worse than dogs. Inmates. They are starving to death. Federal government panel. It's an exaggeration. NCOS. That's Nigerian Correctional Services. So federal government are disagreeing. I have never seen it before. Except from Buhari's time. When federal government will say A, and still the same federal government says a lie, it's B. Hi. Why politicians are scrambling for Buhari's nod ahead of 2027? It shocked me. Oh. Even me, I'm shocked too. Like, wow. The man is actually still relevant. And the paper tells us maybe he controls, they've seen that he controls a lot of, votes up there. Bandits raise mosque, health center, 10 houses in Zamfara. See, when I tell you guys that bandits are attacking all people, whether you're Christian, Muslim, Northern or Southern, they don't care. Victoria's 1980 AFCON squad, Chiku Bassi, 7 others gone, 13 remaining. Bassi was the name I was trying to remember. He was a strong striker for Nigeria's Green Eagles in 1980 Nations Cup. And it's a picture of some of the correctional centers. They look so dirty. Oh my God. You can tell a society's values by how they treat their prisoners. Truly. Okay. 0201277099. Please have your say on any of the headlines today. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Unbeatable Friday from Igbeleri. Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
My reaction is the presidential spokesperson. Either the president is indicted or not. The question now is this. Is this not a disgrace to Nigeria as a nation? For our president to be mentioned is such a scandal. It may be true or it may not be true, Kofi. But for me, it is a big shame. I don't know how the world be looking at Nigeria now. If the number one citizen could be accused of such a scandal or such a disgraceful act, then Kofi, what will happen to ordinary Nigeria? Maybe I don't know. I don't know if America now or other country will be issued visa to Nigeria. See, Kofi, it is a shame to the nation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Dr. Kofi.
Welcome.
This is Mr. Ofuchi from Akoka.
Welcome.
This issue of indictment on the president has been on since the election time. The problem is that Biden administration influenced the release of those documents. Tinubu and Agbele and 2 others were indicted of drugs, and Tinubu's $450,000 were forfeited.
When you say we're indicted, do you have these documents already that the court has said should be released, or is what you've heard people say?
No. Look, they were investigated then.
Do you have the documents,
yes.
The court papers,
the
proceedings?
Look, excuse me. They were to release the documents. FBI promised to release the documents, but because of the British administration is very diplomatic. Why, if Tinubu is innocent, why did he go to stop the FOI?
So I'm saying, listen, bro. It's a simple matter, sir. Somebody has been indicted and prosecuted of what you are saying. I don't know what it is you're even saying. What the charges were and what the judgment was. Do you have a copy of the judgment? What did the judgment say? What was he charged?
If you want it, I will send it to you.
No. What was he found guilty of? Tell me.
I will send it to you.
What was he found guilty of?
Huh?
What was Tinubu found guilty of?
Yes, Tinubu was investigated with 2 Agbele and 2 others.
We know that's not in doubt. But you said that he was convicted of drug crime. How? What was he found guilty of?
No, the money was the money.
See, sir, what I'm trying to enlighten us is, let's not speak carelessly. Let's not talk carelessly because of how we feel or who we support or who we don't support. Let's speak maturely. And I expect some of us to know better that despite the social media, frenzy, that we will be able to criticize constructively. Now, I'm not saying that the president did not forfeit an amount, but say what you know and keep yourself within the confines of be fair, play a fair game. That's why I say the people who know how to construct, to criticize, and you can't fault them because they have not flouted any rule. If someone says, I'm going to sue Mr. Fuche for defaming me, my character, because he claimed that I've been convicted for drug crimes, and then they take it and say, please provide your evidence, what would you say? What would you say? So you can criticize that. Even the people who went to court will not say what you're saying. Even Aaron Greenspan and David Hunde will not say what you are saying. So please, let's be guided. All right? And then let's criticize with the right. If you don't have the document, you've never seen any judgment, don't say, because it borders on character, assassination or defamation of character. And do the right thing. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Kofi.
Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
John from Mogba.
All right, John.
Chebi, you are warning them now. They don't want to listen, Abi. Most of them will come to air with harassment and come to misinform people, coming out with unfounded allegations, maligning people's character. Me, I'm not a fan of the president, but then it doesn't mean that I should assassinate anybody's character. By the time they pick them up, they will see her, leave them.
Hello, John.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't be calling to threaten people. I mean, you can say you disagree with what people are saying. People should say what they know.
No. See, we are on national radio, Kofi. We are on national radio, Kofi, and people are listening.
But nobody can pick anybody up now. That's not what we are promoting, and it's not right.
If you start by listen, if you defend me, if you defend me, you talk about what I didn't do. Why would I go after you? You don't pick to be the president.
You don't pick them up. That is what you do in a Gestapo country. What you do is you go to court.
Yes, that is what I mean. Mm-hmm. It is not about picking up. That is what just I mean. It might be too outrageous for me to say that, but then that is what I mean. I'll go to court and sue you.
Mm-hmm. That's not pick them up.
Good morning.
Yes. 99.3. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Welcome.
Shivoli calling from Ikorodu.
All right, please go.
Mr. Kofi, you see now, you got to working visit. The paper disappeared. Working visit.
I can't find it anywhere in the paper. I'm looking for it.
That is because it's working visit now. You say I got catch you this.
Were you laughing when I got stuck?
I was
like, what is the story? I was like, the story.
Let me just quote out, Mr. Kofi.
Yeah.
I think as we await whatever decision, whatever we are hearing regarding these allegations on the presidency, I think everybody should just calm down. The hailers, the wailers, and even the sycophants that are crying blue murder. They said there's nothing there. And now, calm down. Why are you all tensed up? This one is fighting, the other one is fighting. We're all looking for the same. Nobody's indicting anybody. Nobody's chastising. We're all saying, if he's guilty, let him have his day in the court. If he's not guilty, let the matter slide. I don't understand. You not just come here and be fighting when there's no court.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day, Jerry.
Thank you. So what you're saying is, in the old news, and let it come out so we can see it. After nothing spoiled now.
Absolutely.
Nothing spoiled. Okay. All right. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Bartels.
Welcome. Name, location, and contribution, please.
I'm calling from Orilegum.
All right.
You see, whatever comes out of this news, one thing I want us to understand is this. You see, perspective is very important. It is not only those who do fraud, as in internet fraud and whatever,
Yahoo,
that is giving bad. I don't want to say, okay, Yahoo. They are not the only people giving bad image to this country. Our officials, our government officials see what they are doing is also a reflection of what is happening to us in this country. If this news, whatever it may be, they might not be able to prosecute the president because he's now occupying a very big office. Fine, but if this news comes out and everything turns out to be true or false, what kind of perspective do you think it will leave this country? That our number one man.
Thank you, Pastor Ladipo. Thank you very much. All right, appreciate you calling in. I'm looking out for your comments, okay? On WhatsApp, someone reads, who is this? Okay, Lushiga Jai who says, releasing such a report on Tinubu's case is now simply an act of witch hunting. Time has elapsed. The gravity of that offense and the voters in Nigeria have moved on. After all that was said and done, Tinubu was a number one ally to the previous USA administration. Right, let's pick another call. And 99.3, good morning. Are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Oh my. All right, anyway, thank you very much for your time, Rushika. This one is sent in by Oijerinde Naja, who says, on the presidency saying there's nothing new about the drug issues or the drug case in the U.S. To me, it's new. He said over 30 years ago, if he has not contested for president, no one will go to court. Our politicians are very weak. Imagine a U.S. private investigator that took the Nigerian president to court on the killing in Edo. I totally condemn the killing. However, I want to ask, is it that they don't have animals in Kano? What would the Port Harcourt people eat if they kill all the bushmeat in their forests? Do the hunters have dogs too? That's old news. The new one is that they caught 4 more hunters with guns in Edo State. That one, they were going to hunt somewhere in Edo. This one says, I need information about Uncle JD's hangout tomorrow. Is there any Freedom Park? Freedom Park, yeah. Freedom Park by 7 p.m. That's true. Thanks for reminding me. So please, make your way there. Another one says, regarding Idris' song, what has happened to the freedom of expression? Let them ban the music. I play it every day. Great show as always. Thank you, Mike in Denmark. Okay, may I play them? Sean says, the hunters are moving with new trend. A new trend and tide. It's only in Nigeria that we see hunters in hotels. Remember some time in Oyo State when their security officials caught some hunters with AK-47. Also in Kano when some hunters were caught with sophisticated weapons and they were arrested. You can confirm these 2 incidents. They are all in the news. I think this is a new method to occupy land since Roga and Water Resources Bill didn't work. Oh well. Another one here reads, okay, this is not for us. I just caught laugh. The court order is not new. It's in public domain. That's our president did what is called plea bargaining. Then on the court sheet, it says, the question I'll ask is, what is their locus? The person that can sue is Fubara, or talk about the governors, his deputy, and all those suspended. Do have a wonderful working week. Anthony Kende Williams, Esquire Badagry. All right, that's an interesting one. Maybe the governors, the PDP governors are not aware. And when they go to court and they lose, they say, judiciary this, judiciary that. Francis in Sierra Leone, oh wow, says, your definition of an asset is okay, but in relation to President Bola Tinubu, it's wrong. More so, you sound like as if the CIA is an innocent body. I don't know. Did I say they're guilty? He who a corrupt body is shielding is also a corrupt entity. All right. Entitled to opinion. Thank you very much. Are you in Freetown? You know, they say that not everything in Freetown is free. Another one says, Tinubu telling Nigerians to embrace peace during Easter. Asks the president, do we have peace in the land called Nigeria? People are being killed all over the country on a daily basis. People hardly go to bed without food or with food. No light. Children are no longer going to school because of school fees. People are losing their jobs and factories are leaving Nigeria. All right. Well, that's the country for you. We'll go for a break. We'll come back on the other side to give you the news at 8, and then we talk some more. Stay with us.
Hub for information, news, sports, and more.
Get involved. It's 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.